Hi, I'm Don Blackwell, the Executive Director for the Gospel Broadcasting Network, and I'm here on one of the sets of the movie Bound, and I have here with me today Al Washington. Al is one of the characters in the movie, and Al plays the part of Carl Hanna, who is the CEO of the company in the movie. We appreciate you being with us today, Al, and taking the time to let us interview you. Can you tell us a little bit about the character that you play in the movie?
Well, Carl is a close family friend of the owners of the company who have passed away, and he has taken it upon himself to really look after their son, Daniel, and he has become the CEO of the company. He was trained by Daniel's father and to tend to the business aspect of the company, and so he is a humorous guy, kind of the muscle behind the operation, always looking after and having the back of Daniel throughout the movie, and so real lovable character.
Is the character Carl, is he a lot like you, or were you completely out of character playing Carl?
I wouldn't say completely out of character.
Okay.
There are a lot of similarities between Carl and my life, but not everything. I wish I had Carl's money.
Right. Now, I understand also, not only did you act in the movie, you helped with the screenwriting, you coordinated the volunteers, a lot of things like that. This took a lot of time out of your life, didn't it?
Absolutely. Absolutely. We spent a great deal of time going through the script and just further developing what Rudy and Orrin had already put together was great, but it seemed that as the movie went on, we had to just kind of further develop the parts that were there in order to really make it flow. And so spent a great deal of time throughout the course of the day writing and rewriting and giving it to Rudy and letting him look over it, and then going back and writing some more, and so it was very time consuming, but the product is very good.
And you got to work with your wife in the movie.
Yes.
Tell us what part she plays and what that was like working with your wife.
She played the part of Margaret, which is actually she has grown up in the right next door to the Ryans, and so her and Daniel are really childhood friends, and her parents were very close friends with Daniel's parents. In fact, as it is revealed in the movie, they took some vacations together, and so by the time I came along, I had an opportunity to meet her, or being introduced to her because of the proximity of their families and me working for the company, and so we ended up married. Okay.
So in the movie, you're married to your wife from
Yes.
from real life. Now,
yes.
So you were able to practice lines together at home, and
yes, we were. Yes, we were. That was pretty interesting with the amount of time that I spent writing and working with the script during the course of the day. It made me much more familiar with the material, and so my wife several times had to kind of put me in my place because of the pressure that I put on her to memorize the lines when she was actually in school at the time, and so it was a great sacrifice for her, and so we had a wonderful time most of the time, reciting our lines and preparing ourselves for the various shoots.
Now, I understand that your mother is a big fan of the movie as well.
Yes, one of my brothers told me that she is our biggest promoter of the movie Bound. That she is always talking to those that she comes in contact with, whether it be there at church or in other places, that she is promoting Bound and telling people they need to get a copy of it, or sharing her copy with them.
Now, have you been getting feedback on the movie as you talk to people? People are emailing World Video Bible School. What sort of personal response are you hearing about the movie?
Just so happens this morning I spoke with a lady who was dropping my youngest son off at preschool, and I gave a copy to the various instructors there to pass around and take a look at and give me some feedback. And so one of the ladies who's been there for 25 years, I believe, she said she had a chance to view it, and she was really impressed. And that seems to be a common response that I'm getting from a lot of people, how impressed they are with the quality of the work. They ask if the cast members had acting experience, and of course I tell them no, we're all amateurs. And so it seems that they are very impressed with the product. It always comes up about their ideas about what we were doing with the main character Sherry.
Right.
What are they doing? Are they doing? As a matter of fact, even my sister and sister-in-laws back home, when I was home here just recently, they immediately came to me and said, I thought you all were doing something illegal.
Right, right. And of course, that's kind of the mystery through the movie.
Right.
We won't give away the ending, but that's kind of the intrigue that leads you along through the movie.
Absolutely. So the lady I was talking to this morning, as I said, she said that, I was wondering what you all were going to do with her, but it really turned out very well. And so she just went on and on about that. And so that seems to be the common response that we're getting about it.
Did you enjoy it?
I really did. I really did. It was a major sacrifice. Pretty much for a year and a half, every Saturday was given up. And when you don't really take into account how tough it is to have to get up on a Saturday morning after a long week and the kids have been in school, to now make them get up 6:30, 7 o'clock on a Saturday morning to get dressed, to go to someone's house to hang out, with really nothing to do while we film. And so it was a major sacrifice on their part, on all of our part. But when it was all said and done, it was well worth it. Having an opportunity to sit down as a family and now see the finished product. And I tell you what, both of my boys, 13 and 3, sat there glued to the television watching the entire thing as though they didn't even know anything about it. So that tells me that the sacrifice was well worth it.
One more question. If you had opportunity to be in another movie, would you do it again?
I would.
Okay.
I would. Yes, sir.
Okay. Well, Al, thank you for everything that you have done to help make the movie a success, and we appreciate it very much.
Thank you, Don.
We are thankful for the work that has been done. It is a great movie. We know that you will enjoy it. We encourage you to check the schedule at gbntv.org and watch for the times that Bound will be airing, and tune in and see the final ending of the movie.
Okay. Mais Salema. He really wants her.